Alright, here is yesterday trade and how I started this video from 2 o'clock am to 5 o'clock, which is London session. And if you want to know how I catch this trade and this trade, what you have to do is to go back to previous video. It's always be there. Then let me bring it out for you because I don't want it to be teaching about it anymore. I have a lot of things to teach. That is why I will not start from it again. Alright, if you go to the previous video, start from 1 hour point 11 minutes. That is when you I started doing live stream from 2 o'clock am. Then I was on that live stream till they hit 12 o'clock midnight. You can see 12 o'clock midnight over there. That is when I end the screen. Let me screen it back. So here is 2 hours point 18 minutes. That is when you will be here. If you start watching the video to 2 hours, you will see you will be here, which is the same thread. I don't want to teach this anymore. Go back there and teach it. I have already made teachings about how I catch this. I want to move to New York station because of here is London station, which is Friday, and I did not come live on London station. I stopped screaming once they hit 12 o'clock midnight. Alright, let's go to the main teaching. Here is 12 o'clock, here is 7 o'clock am. We are New York started, New York session. Here is where it started. Then if you go to 5 minutes time frame, you will see that once 7 o'clock opens, they move. If you look at your left, you will see that this short-term high did not take out the daily gap. You can see here is daily gap. This two line is our daily gap, which is here. Here is daily gap. Let me zoom this for you to be seen. See what I'm saying over here. These two things is daily gap, and you will see that this candle never touch our daily gap. It start distributing and stop at midnight candle, which is this 12 o'clock. And I showed it on previous video how you can get this 12 o'clock am, and they give you that swim. They give you that swim to void imbalance. This is void imbalance on 1 minute time frame. I will show you later. This is void imbalance on 1 minute time frame. It's later, maybe I will show you later. On 5 minutes time frame, this is two up close candle that stops at 12 o'clock 12 o'clock midnight. Alright, you can see the void imbalance over here. Here is void imbalance. There is no candle after the moves. You can see there is no candle over here. They stops at void imbalance and give a state delivery to the main objective. After they give void imbalance, they comes back to the after they give void imbalance, they start distributing. And on 5 minutes time frame, here is two up close candle. It's very simple. On 5 minutes time frame, you understand it's very fast. My students, once they see this kind of setup, they catch it because of this is all of their cup of tea, and this is silver bullet setup. When I say silver bullet setup, I know it's very new to you, but to my students, they know what is silver bullet setup. Here is two up close candle, and here is three consistent candle that forms 1 2 3 candle that form a setup. When I say these three consistent candles, you know that three consistent candle is one of the high technical of market. And I always say it. Go to my channel, you will see that it's a very high technical of market. On 1 minute time frame, if you always stays on what low time frame much, you will stay blind. You will not understand what the market is trying to do, and you will not understand the buyers. That is why you need to be changing your time frame steady, studying the next candle, what is going to be doing. Here is Judas swim on 1 minute time frame. What is Judas swim? Judas swim is when the market is going other side of your bias or other side of your direction. That is what is called Judas swim. Other side of your direction, or fake run. You can still call it fake run. That is what I call it most of the time. If I don't call it Judas swim, I call it fake run. If I don't call it fake run, I call it Judah swim. This is Judah swim. On 1 minute time frame is Judah swim. If you stay here much, you will not understand what the market is doing because of you are staying on lower time frame. But if you move up at 5 minute time frame, you will see that is a Judah swim that give a setup and stop at void balance. Then when they give a Judah swim and stops at void balance, what is going to be your confirmation? Your confirmation will be that the market drops and comes back. You can see 1 2 3 candle, another high technical of market, 1 2 3 candle, and go back, give what 2 up close candle again, 1 2, and there is imbalance. The imbalance is only 50% of it was touching. Let's measure the imbalance. If you measure this imbalance, you will see that is only 50% of this imbalance was touched. You can see this week only goes to the 50% of it and start distributing with what 2 up close candle, and they still gives void imbalance again. You can see a lot of setup that will push you down to the main objective. This is where I pick my trade. After this candle stops here, the next candle move to the 0.2. When the candle was dropping down, I apply to see if they are going to touch 20% of equity zone. Yeah, let me zoom it more. This is where my eye is. This candle stops at the 50% of it this week, stop at 50% of it. Then this candle, I did not want them to move above 20% of this gap, and they stop it and start distributing. I pick my trade. After this candle finished trade, I pick my trade. That is where how I got this setup. Then I keep my stop loss at the 20%, and my target was below the nearest social liquidity, which is this. Here is my target. Here was my target. Let me change this to black. Profits. Profit. Here is where I pick my profits at the social liquidity. But you as a new student, not purple, blue. Okay, let me change this to blue and put it on black. Here is where I pick my profit. But you as a new student, where should you pick your profits? At this rejection block. This is a rejection block. You can see it, a rejection block that stops at an up close candle. That is where my students will take their profits. Then after you pick your profits here, you study the rate of it, you will measure and pick your profit from the 50% of this rejection block and study the rest of the market. Once One thing about this price action and this situation order follow is that when the market, when you miss a first setup, you wait for the next one. If you catch the next, if you catch the you wait for the next one. As a new student, you are not going to wait from here. This is where all my students, all these new students or new traders are going to take their profit, and it's giving them 16.1 ROR. Why did I wait till they hit these profits? Is because of, let me show you something. It's because of this key level. Here is a key level, and you can see they stopped at the 50% of this. Let me remove this, yeah, for you not to be confused. I don't need you anymore. Thank you. Okay. They stop at the 50% of the rejection block, then give key level like I teach yesterday, and I show you guys what make it a key level and what make it to be a real key level. What make it to be a real key level? You can see over here if you check here the candle stops here. This is how what I teach. I teach it day before yesterday live stream. I teach it yesterday on live stream. You see how to get a confirmation of key level. Here is key level. And I say that key level must state as a confirmation that they will never move above it. The only thing that can move above it is weak, not the body. The body must stay inside the key level. That is why when I was on live thread, like I said, if you haven't watched that video, go and watch that video, because of that video will teach you a lot of a thing. That video will teach you what you don't know, what your mentor don't even know, what your mentor don't even know. That is what my that is what the live stream is going to teach you. Then as the market move, I was looking at yesterday at London session. I push out the key level to know that if the market is going to move it, the market move and the body of the candle move above the key level. Then did I pick a trade? No. Did I lose? No. The last time I checked, did I pick a trade? No. Did I lose? No. Why? Because what I was expecting did not happen. That is the reason why I did not trade. That is why I did not pick a trade. And you can see yesterday how I was avoiding all the Judas swim, all the fake run. I was avoiding them, and I showed you before it happened. I bought everything out before it happened because of I am following the market technical, high technical of markets, not indicators, not support and resistance, not SMS. I don't do SMS. I don't do support and resistance. Here is key level. Then what is the why did the week move? You can see all the bodies respected the key level. Why did this week move? It's because of there is another what week here that stops it. There is another place you pick a setup. If you miss the first one, you move to the second one. If you miss the first setup, you move to the second one. That is the reason why you see me pick a thread, threads at same time. This is what. And everything was moving straight and perfectly on 1 minute time frame. It's like because yeah, I know why I'm doing this, because of I have been doing this for a long time. I started doing trade since 2020 slash 2021. That's when I started doing this. Then if you are going to pick your if you stop if you pick your trade from here, if you pick your trade from here and take profit from the 50% of this rejection block, then you study how the market is going to move again, because every market, every trade you are going to be picking, every setup you are going to be picking. Once you just tap as a trader, I don't care if you are using demo account or live account, or you are using live account or demo account. I don't even care, or pro firm. But once you just tap, bam. Once you just tap trade, bam, you are on a losing trade. You are on a losing trade. At the end of the day, it's either you make it with profit or you lose it. It's either you end up with profit or you end up with loss. That is one thing about this trade. Once you just tap it, you are on a loss trade till you end it up, till you close the trade. Alright, what am I trying to say and what am I trying to teach? If you are going to pick a trade here, what are you going to measure? Where are you going to keep your stop loss? You will keep your stop loss at this other block. Here is another block. You can see black, green, black. That is giving us a confirmation on where key level. If you can remember, or if you want to watch, go and watch the previous video. I said what make a key level to be a strong key level is that it will have another block above. I always say this. There is nothing new under this thread, and there is everything that is was, everything that was is. Is when you know the thing that was or the thing that have already happened, you can use it to predict what is going to happen next. That is it. Don't take it. Don't just take my words. Keep studying those things. Then here is the second setup. You keep your stop loss as other block. This when I'm on this thread, this is how we pick. If they sometimes you get it wrong because sometimes I get it wrong. You understand? I'm not. Sometimes I get it wrong. But once you get it wrong, the one thing about these binary traders and one thing about my channel is that if you miss a thread, will you chase the next one? No, you're not going to chase. Will you be in pressure? No. You just calm down, rest, and start looking for the next setup. Once you lose your first trade, you just calm down, start looking for the next setup. Then here is the next setup. You can see the reason why I take my profits from here, and you can see the reason why I take my profits from here, and you can see the reason why my students always take from the 50% of the rejection block or rejection imbalance. If you are too scared, if you are too scared to keep your stop loss, if you are too scared to keep your stop loss at this other block, where else can you keep your stop loss? That's where else will I keep my stop loss? You look left, there is old imbalance. Measure the old imbalance. Measure there must be a old imbalance. Measure it. Keep it at the 20% or 50% of it. Where is the 50% of it and 20% of it? Here is 20% and here is 50%. Select anyone and keep it. They are not going to take it out. They are only coming to the key level. That is where the market is only coming to. Is either you keep your stop loss at the 20% of the old imbalance or 50% of it. See here. Let me push my distance back for you to see the number I'm calling out. Here is the 20%, here is the 50%. Keep your stop loss at the 20% or 50% of what old daily range, because you don't want the market to move above this key level. If the market move above this key level, that means what you are expecting is not what is happening. What you are expecting is not what is happening. That is the real truth about this game. It will never change. It can never change. All right. Let me show you something again, and let me apply something to you for you to get a confirmation. From this key level, what else? What is another information? If you don't want to use this key level, what is another information you can use? There is a void imbalance. Void imbalance again. I want to remove the first one. You have a void imbalance here that is giving you a confirmation. I want to remove this thing. Here is a void imbalance. At that key level, you can see here is a void imbalance. There is no body of candle over here. I know, I'm very, very sure none of your mentor have teach you about this. If there is a mentor that have teach you about this, tell me. I will shut my channel down. If there is any mentor that have teach you this way, tell me. I will shut my channel down, because of my goal. My goal for you is I want to be one of your best friends on this game, and I want to be one of your teacher you have ever meet that can give you this clean, because market does not respect any indicators. Here is a void imbalance, and it's also the same thing that happens here. Happens at the first setup. Here is a void imbalance, and here is a void imbalance. Here is void imbalance. Here is void imbalance. Should I write it down for you? Void imbalance. Here is a void imbalance. Here is a void imbalance. I want to remove it because of their skill level. They want don't want it to be blocking road or confuse you. Here is first void imbalance and here is second void imbalance. Where did this void imbalance stops and where did it start? This void imbalance started after you can see they give void imbalance that give what first take profit. From here it's giving you 16.1 ROR and here it's giving you 7.1 ROR. And you don't need to be chasing this. You don't need to be chasing this. Where will you close and what time will you close? Sharp 8 starts. That is when you will close for first setup. Okay, this is not 8 at this 8 o'clock. This always stay at 8:30 is a mistake. 8:30, 8:30. I'll just leave it at 8 o'clock so that you can understand what I'm trying to teach. 8 o'clock, you can see where it stops at 8 o'clock. That is where it will deliver you. If you miss the first setup, this is the first setup, second setup. You can still catch it from up over here, but you have to wait. You have to wait, calm down, trade like a smart money, trade like someone that is expecting something and someone that is looking for something. Someone that is looking, see how beautiful it is. See how beautiful it is. Why am I teaching this in this way? Did I take any money from you? No. Did I want anything from you? No. Why am I doing this way? It's because I'm teaching this thing for my brother. My brother, not any of you. I'm not teaching it to any of you. Anyone that is coming to my channel, I'm not teaching it to any of you. I'm teaching to my brother. Who is my brother? Stone. He live at Germany. He's a medical tech doctor. He's a medical doctor and he's not around with me currently. I live at UK. He live at Germany. So the only way I know that I can teach this is to bring it up to YouTube channel so that anytime he have chance he can come to my channel and watch all those things and learn from it. When you know where the market is coming from, it will be easy for you to know where they are going to. That is what I always said, and that is what he's always looking for. One of the one of the one of my students that have very big experience of what I'm teaching, or that knows what is going on the market, or that can show things before it happen, is who? Is my brother, which is Stone. He's the one that can do this thing better because he has stayed with me for a long time and he has been studying this for a long time and he's getting it right. He's not trading any indicators. He's not trading any indicators. He's trading price action, high technical of price action, high technical of price action. And this is what is there any indicators here? No. If I'm to trade this is how my trade will look like because I've been doing this for many years. I have experience of doing it, and this is how I want you to be doing it. But you can't be doing it like this for now. Why? Because you still need experience. That is why you apply this. When you give a birth to a child, when you give a birth to a child, at that moment he's learning how to walk. That week or that month, he's learning how to walk with his two legs. He can't run or she can't run. The child can never run, but he can be doing one step, two-step leg, two-step leg, 10-step leg, five-step leg till a year or 6 months later, he can start running. He can stand on her own without falling. He can run on her own without running. But when she still want to start learning how to walk, her mother will hold hand for her. Her mother will going to be holding hand for her to teach her how to walk. She can't work with every man was once a baby at a woman's hand. Every man was once a baby at a man's hand, and every mentor was once a student at a mentor's hands. And every man was born looking like their mother. They will die looking like their decision. This thing I'm saying here is very, very listen. This thing I'm saying here is very, very high technical. Even the quote I'm using is very, very high technical. Every man was born looking like their mother. They will die looking at their decision. Every traders, every mentor was born. Every mentor was started from where a mentor, and they will end up being like that decision. Why did I say this? Your mentor teach you support and resistance. Your mentor teach you SMS. I don't care whatever your mentor teach you, but you are going to end up from your own decision, not your mentor. Your account is going to die from your decision, not from your mentor. Because the this is the nature of this thread. Why did I say this? Because each thread you click, each thread you click, each thread, once you just click a thread, tam, is a losing thread. See, you close the thread. Is either the thread end up, is either the thread end up on profit or loss. That is why you need to be very, very careful. That is why you need to know what you are doing. That is why you need to study these things. That is why you need to know what the market is doing. That is why you need to focus. If you are not learning this, I don't know what else you want to be learning. If you are not learning this, I don't know what else you want to learn. If you are not learning this, if you can't do it this way, what how are you doing it? Market never respect any indicators. This is how they teach support and resistance, and this is how I was doing it back years ago when I was still trading at floor. When we were still trading at floor. This is how we play it then. They say that maybe I buy this course, the course that give me this kind of teaching that I'm going to apply here now. And this is exactly how it works most of the time, but not every time. First run. Okay, let me start from here so that there will be a space. First run. This now move up. First run. Drop. Another run. Another run above the first run. Then drops, drops down. It will drops and take out the let me remove this thing so you can see what I'm saying. First run and it will drop down and take it out, then gives imbalance and comes back again to the imbalance and start distributing. This is how we normally do it when we are still at baby floor tradings. This is how we used to apply it then, and this is how likely it is over here. This is the luggage of this setup. You can do a screenshot. This is a luggage of this setup. What is the luggage? First run, this is 7 o'clock. First run, this is 12 o'clock midnight, where the market starts. This is where it starts. Here is 12 o'clock, you can see. This is 12 o'clock where it starts. It starts from 12 o'clock, run, comes down, run again, which is this, run. It's 12 o'clock, it starts running, run up, comes down, run up again, take out the first high, which is this one. You take out the first high, comes back down, and take out the low, which is this. You take it out. Let me mark it out for you. You can see blue line. You take it out, they take it out, then moves to here to the imbalance. I want to show this small so I can be fully understanding what I'm trying to say. Then moves to the imbalance and start distributing. This run now is this run is here. This is this. Let me change the colors so you can understand that. So I can be telling you with the colors. Let's apply yellow here. Okay, let's apply blue here. Black. I'm just using the color so that I want to be talking with the color. Black, green. So that once I'm saying something, you'll be following up from what I'm saying. Green. When I say that thread, I'm threading like I learn from the indicator. You understand? When I'm learning from indicator, you should understand that. I learned from a banker. Sorry. Okay, let's apply. I've already applied blue. Green. Where is the green? That is okay. This green is okay. Let me remove this blue to purple. Then let me move to the main teaching now. Let me zoom it for you. Okay, okay. 12 o'clock. You can see 12 o'clock a.m. where market starts. 12 o'clock where the market mad. It moves up. Here is where I'm starting. It moves up, which is this black line. Drop down the pink, the red line. This one. Drop down, move again, which is this green line. Comes down, which is this blue line. Take out this short-term low, which is this purple line. You can see. Let me still put it here. Drop down, take it out, then move back to here imbalance, void imbalance. You can see. Then give what displacements. Here is the logic. Here is the algorithm. The algorithm. If you want to write a note down, let me read it for you. They move up, give a short-term low, goes back up, push down and take a short-term low, goes back to the void imbalance, then start distributing. That is it. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this because it's very, very important for you. Take a screenshot before I start and move to the next teachings. This is exactly what is happening. Nothing else is happening. This is exactly what is happening. I know your mentor did not teach you this way because you don't even know it. All the mentors are always teaching 90% of what is failing everyone. Almost 90%. Here is the black line first run, down, give a short-term low, goes up, take out the short-term low, goes back to the voting balance and keep distributing. If you miss the first distributing, which is here, then you move to the key level. If you are trying to pick a trade from here, you are chasing the market. From there, from 12 o'clock a.m. where the market opens to this voting balance to here, let me put it as blue line. Here is a confirmation. Here is where you'll be getting a confirmation. You don't need to trade anything from here because here is the setting up the range for what a run. And a lot of mentors think that they are going to go up, at least hit the daily gap. Why smart monies are trying to study what is going on at the marketplace. If you are trying to trade anything from here, if you are trying to pick any trade from here, you don't even know what you are doing. You don't even know what you are doing. You are chasing the market. You are fucking chasing it. You are fucking chasing it, bro. All you need to be doing is to look for the main objective. That is why you hear me always saying, and my students, they always hear me saying, once you understand where the market is coming from, it will be easy for you to pick a trade. It will be easy for you to know where it's going to. It will be easy for you to know where it's going to, or where it's going to drop. Stop chasing the market. And if you want to be successful in this game, what is one of the things you are going to be doing? What is one of the things you avoid? Avoid your mentor. Avoid that person that is calling your mentor. If the only way that you can follow him, if he can show you things before it happens, and say, hey bro, all of you come see what is going to happen, and he show it at of it and it happen, then you are good to follow him. Follow him. But if he can't do that, if he can't do that to you, know that run, run. That's something we used to say our place. Run, run. Run, brother. If he can't point anything out for you before it happen, run. Run from there. Because you don't even know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Run. Here is where to set a steady living, and here is where the profits. As a learner, as someone that is trying to get experience of what he's going to do, you are going to take a profit for here. But for a professional, we take a profit from where? From the swim low. That is where you take your profit from the swim low. Or you take your profit from 50% of the rejection block. What makes it a rejection block? There is two up close candle at left, and there is imbalance. This is the best thing you can ever do. You can see how much you are earning from it. If you miss the first setup, you move to the second setup. If you are looking for the logic, here's the logic. First drop, the up, down, taking out the social meaning, moving to the void imbalance. Let me put this void, void imbalance, small 5%. Are you there? 12 o'clock a.m. Daily gap, they fed to go to daily gap and start distributing. This in, yeah, 3 days ago or 2 days ago, I said when you mark at 12 o'clock a.m., you will see that the market is likely when they are going up, they will start distributing. Or when they are below, they will start going up. That is why you mark 12 o'clock a.m. Always, always. You will always mark it out. You will always mark it out. You will always mark it out. I can leave every other thing on my chart. I can leave every other thing. I can trade without any indicator. I can trade without any line, but I can never leave this 12 o'clock a.m. And if you are trying to if you are trying to do something, or if you are trying to learn something, or if you are trying to study something, what are you going to be studying? What is very very important on this game? Change your time. I said this yesterday. Maybe after this video I will never say it again, because three of my video I said it. Once I teach you something and you understand it, I move to the next one. There's a lot of things you need to be knowing on this game. If I say something, try to be doing it, because of if you miss it at that moment, you might miss it forever. I will never talk it about it again, because of I have a lot of things to say and I have a lot of things to teach. That is why you need to be doing it every time, every day. Change your time zone to New York. I don't live at New York, but my trading view will always be at New York. I'm at UK. I'm at UK, and my brother Stone is at Germany. But we always set our new time zone to New York, because the banker, the mentor that teach me this live at New York, and he used New York time to teach me this. And whenever I avoid this, I always get, oh God, let me just calm down. If you don't apply this and trying to trade my setup, you will fail. What every trade you pick will fail you. And if you another thing I want to say there again, that is very very important, is that whenever you are trying to trade on the session. All the things I'm teaching you, you only be looking for them at this session from 7 o'clock a.m. till 11 o'clock a.m. You are done. Let me write it out for you, because of some New York, New York Open, or New York season, anyone you want. Easy cheese. New York Open from 7 o'clock a.m. till 11 o'clock a.m. Yes, that is my New York Open. That is the only time you will be looking for, was New York session. With which time? New York time. New York time. London session, which is here. I always say this, and whenever you see on my videos, and it's what I'm doing. New York start from London session start from London. London session. London session starts from 2 o'clock 2 o'clock a.m. till 5 o'clock a.m. That's when you'll be looking for a setup. Let me change it to yellow, because of whenever I'm teaching, I use yellow color. And you can see, where did I start trading? 2 o'clock a.m. till when? 5 o'clock. But I close my trade here, which is 3:23. Why did I stop here? Why did I stop my trade over here? Because I make a lot of profits, and I need to save my profits. I need to save my profit. One of the things that one of the things you need to know, that over trade killed account very fast. One of the things that will kill account, your strategy may be right, your setup may be right, but once you start doing over trade, your account will die. Market will be always there till tomorrow, but your capital may not. Market will be always be there till tomorrow, but your capital may not. And when you know where the market is coming from, you can know there was yellow line over here. If you watch the video, I say that I don't want the market to move above that yellow line. Let me just mark this out, because I don't want to go back there. If you want to watch it, go to go to the previous videos. I've already said this at earlier this video. Go there and see how this I get this set up, because it was on live yesterday that I did it. On binary traders, once it's Friday, market close. We use weekend to do study. We never trade weekend. We don't trade on Saturday, we don't trade on Sunday, and we don't also trade on Monday. When I say that I learn from a banker, you should understand that there's a lot of things I learn. One of the things I learn is I learn when to avoid trading, and I learn when to be looking for a setup. If you are not avoiding what I'm avoiding, you lose millions of dollars. That's the simple truth. If you think that you are smart, you can use my setup and and do wiseness, you will lose a lot of things. When the market was dropping down, did I chase this short? No. Did I say that okay, they are dropping down, let me go short? No. What did I say then? I say that because I know that most of you don't have time to go back to watch the video. Because and this thing is very, very important. Anything I'm saying here is the same thing I said yesterday and the same thing I'm going to say tomorrow. There is nothing new under this game. Anything that was is. Everything that is was. Anything that is was. Everything that was is. That is why that every time I come to this live stream, I always say the same thing that I always said before, and they are he's still doing the same thing. The only difference that is there is that you don't know what I'm pointing at. Everything that I'm saying is still new to you all. It's only my brother that knows everything that I'm saying, that have heard it many, many, many times, that are trying to find a way to survive because he's the only one that have more experience. You guys don't is not allowed to be here. Everyone that is watching this video is not allowed because no one is paying me for this. This video is free to you all. The reason why I'm putting it here is because Stone, my brother, live at Germany. He's a medical doctor. And I'm living at UK. There's no way that I can teach him this. It's only on YouTube channel. And everyone that is coming here to learn or to eat from my table is free. It's free to you all. Eat. Eat as much as you can. I'm not chasing anybody out. And if you are not obeying what I'm saying and if you are not avoiding what I'm telling you to avoid, okay, go ahead and see what will happen to you. When the market was dropping down, this is fair crowd. I said I'm not interested that they are going to. I'm not interested to go short. And once they move above this yellow line, I'm going to close this. I'm going to close the live stream. Why? Because my main objective, my bias is not short. I'm not interested to go short. My bias is long. I keep saying it. Even when the market is dropping down, I wasn't scared. I keep saying it. Even when they move above the yellow line, I still not did I pick trade? No. The last time I checked, did I pick trade? No. When they move above the yellow line, did I go short? No. I still calm down. Then I take you to high time frame and showed you candle on 1 hour time frame. That this candle is the reason why they move above that yellow line. And I studied with you and you was on live. If you wasn't on live, go and check the video. The video is still there and it's free. I never lock it out. And I don't think that I'm going to lock it because I leave it to you all. I don't want you to be failing on at all these fake mentors, all these people that are saying everything that is not working. They can't show you things before it happened. They don't even know what is happening before. They don't even know what it was. It's when you know what it was, you know what will happen. Because there is nothing new. There is nothing new. Everything that is was. Everything that was is. If you don't know what was, you can never know what is. And if you don't know what was, ordinary civilian will deceive you because you don't know what it was. Okay, let me say, like I said that I'm living at UK. What if I'm not at UK? Will you know? No. Why? Because you don't know what was. You don't know what is. I can lie to you, and you still believe me. That is how it is at this game. Anything that you don't know, like they can use it and deceive you, and you think that is true. You will believe that is true because you don't know it. And the way that they are using the English to the way they are speaking English, kai, especially those people that are showing you once the market is reading to the maybe 500 handles or maybe 1000 handles or maybe 2000 handles, they will on live screen and say this blah 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 blah. But they can't show you before they enter. They can't show you before they enter. When the market was dropping down, I said I'm not interested to go short, that my bias is long. My bias is long. And when the market was still here, I said, okay, that I'm looking for something that will push me high, that is going to take me up to the bias or to the buy side liquidity. That is the first thing I said. That I'm looking for something that will take me to the buy side liquidity. What is it? CB imbalance. I said it. I said it. And they give me CB imbalance. What is CB imbalance? CB imbalance is an imbalance that must stay open till they reach to the main objective. You can see CB imbalance. Here is CB imbalance. Is there any candle that since they move to the main objective, did they touch the CB imbalance? No, the CB imbalance was still open. Then I mark out RIGO. RIGO imbalance. What is RIGO imbalance? RIGO imbalance is a previous imbalance that will still push the market up to the second objective. You can see RIGO imbalance. Here is RIGO imbalance. When did I mark the RIGO imbalance? I mark it at 2 o'clock. Everything was like happening like a magic to you all, but to me, it's just a simple thing. It's just simple as ABCD. It's just very, very simple as ABCD. It's just very, 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 very simple as ABCD. When the first time I picked the trade here, did I move it? Did I move my stop loss above this? No. Where did I keep? Huh? Okay. When I keep my where did I keep my stop? Where did I keep my take profit at this week? Because I know that they are not going to go above it. They must deceive every civilian. They must deceive every civilians to go short when their objective is not short. They must give you that win before going to the main move, because they don't want every trader to cash up the long. That is the reason why they drop down. And I say that this yellow line is where I want the market to stop, and that is the reason why I mark this out sell stop. Sell stop. I mark this sell stop when they were still dropping down, and I said that they are not going to take this was sell stop out. That I'm looking for a CB balance. They give me CB balance, and I pick a trade to where to buy stage liquidity. They started dropping down, and I tell you that them will never move above this RIGO. That this RIGO, they just want to touch at this RIGO to where bring the market up to midnight candle, which is this 12 o'clock. And they did it. After they did it, I closed the live stream. I wanted to close the live stream from this buy side liquidity, but the reason why I did not close it is because of I know that most of my audience, most of my students are not trading forex. Forex is not allowed to be trading on some of countries. It's only crypto. So my my setup works every pair, but it does not work on it does not work on crypto. If you are doing crypto, you are on your own. I do crypto last year. If you check on my TikTok on Daci, that was when I was doing crypto. On 2022, I was doing crypto. On 2021, I was doing crypto. But since this year, I have been on forex. I never trade crypto. When I trade crypto last is last year. Why did I stop trading crypto? Because of I want to start this channel, and I want you to focus on one pair. You need to focus on one pair and know what is doing and know what is happening. The reason why the reason why I stopped at 12 o'clock is because of over trade keys account very fast, and it's already 3:21. But London session stop at where 5 o'clock. You can see it over here 5 o'clock. From 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you will look for a cup of a tea to take. When you eat breakfast, will you see when you eat rice as breakfast, and at that moment your mother still bring another food at the table, will you still eat again? You can't eat again because of you have belly full. Your stomach will never allow you to eat again. So that is the reason why I end up the screen. I have make 33.11 ROR. I have make 11 ROR. I have make 10 ROR. So what else am I looking for? What else are you looking for? The best thing you are going to do is to what? Close and leave the table. Even if your mother bring another food to your table, will you eat? You can't eat. Even if the food is delicious, even if the food is nice as it is, you can never eat it. Even if you want to eat, your stomach will never allow you, because if you eat it, you can never stay rest at that day. That is why it is. If you are trying to go long again after you have met the 33.11 RR, your stomach will be paining you, and that is why the market distributes back. Where did they distribute back? To what? Close everyone that goes long. Everyone that have been holding profit since 3 o'clock, they take them out. Everyone that was holding profit from 3 o'clock a.m. 3 o'clock a.m. they started closing, hitting them out till 5 o'clock. I said you start from London session, we start from 2 o'clock a.m. till 5 o'clock. It doesn't mean that you must be trading to 5 o'clock. What did I mean from there? I mean that from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you look for a cup of tea. You will look for what I'm teaching you. That is what it is. Let's move back to New York. I have already teach this. I want to conclude. And if you want to do screenshot, you are free to do a screenshot. Here is for those people that are joining new. I have seen a lot about some 4 people that haven't been here since I started the live stream. The reason why the market is here, if you look at here, you see 12 o'clock a.m. Here is 12 o'clock a.m. and the market started from 12 o'clock a.m. I want to remove this. Let me do recap again. Here is 12 o'clock a.m. If you want to know how we mark this out, go and watch our previous video. If you watched our previous video, you will know how we mark this 12 o'clock a.m. Then is when they started. You look here. This is the framework of what I'm teach. This is the framework. They move up, give a short-term slow. Here is the short-term low, and goes up again, comes back and take out the short-term low, which is this up again is this yellow line. Comes back with this blue line, take out the short-term low, then move to where? To void imbalance. Here is void imbalance. It's not that much because of the screen. You can see it. Here is void imbalance. Then from the void imbalance, you can see it over here. They start distributing down. After you have getting the information of these things, how do you know that all of this information are real? Is when you mark this out from 12 o'clock where the market starts to that void imbalance. As a smart money, as someone that knows what he's looking for, as someone that is interested, can never what trade this, because here is information. Here is where you are looking for information that will give you what? A cup of tea. And the imbalance again here is an imbalance. If you look over here, the measurement of these things, after they hit the void imbalance, after they hit the void imbalance, they give us 3 consistent candle down to here. These 3 consistent candle, there is imbalance. Here is an imbalance where we measured. You can go, if you can go back and watch our videos, you will see how it is. Here is void imbalance. It goes to the 50% of it, and I study to see if this candle, this bearish candle, is going to come back to the 20%, which is here. This white line, this is 20%, 0.25. Look at it, 0.25. You see it. Then the bearish candle failed to touch the 20% of it. I pick a trade and keep my stop loss at the 20%, because they have failed to go there and they are not ready to go back there again. There's a lot of information I have gotten from the framework. From the framework I draw out, they have given me the framework and they still fail to go to the 20% of it. Then that is how we get it clean and sweet. So we are, as a new trader, what are you going to do now? As a new trader, once you hold it from there, keep holding it till they come to the rejection block. Here is a rejection block. You take your profit from the 50% of the rejection block. What is the 50% of it? 0.50. You can see 0.5. If you still want my setup, here is the setup. Do a screenshot after the live stream. You go and set it on your trading view. Gang boss 0.5. Here is 80%, which is 0.75. Here is 20%, which is 0.75. And here is 50%, the yellow line, which is 0.5. And here is the first drop, which is 110. You can see it. Look below. Okay. Here is 0 by low. Here is 0. You can see it. 0%. And here is 1% is 100%, where it reads. Look at it. Off, on, off, on. 100 0% off, on. 25% off, on. 80%, which is 0.75, off, on, the light line. 25 off, on. You can see it. That is only settings you need at Gang Boss. I know that your mentor did not teach you this way, but this is how it is. If I'm going to be trading this, so once as a new mentor, you stop here. You stop from the 50% of this rejection block. There is still up close candle that is giving you confirmation. If you still, as a me that is have get experience of doing this since 2021, since 2020 2021, I've got enough experience of doing this. My stop loss will be, my take profit should be at here. But you that don't have experience, keep your stop loss here. Then study. If after you have close your profit from here, study and see if the market is going to come back to the key level. Here is a key level. What makes it a key level? If you have already watched my previous video, you will see how I found out a key level, and if you see how I do it with some live session. Let me remove this yellow line first and make it teaching. Key level is where the market comes back to the short term low, and the week, the body of the imbalance, the body of the candle respected it perfectly. Perfect. You can see it. The body respected is perfect. If you check, there is the reason why this week candle move above it because of this week that is here. Mark the week out. You see that is exactly where it stops. Okay. You see? So here is also a voiding balance. That's why I said everything that is was, everything that was is. So there is nothing new. If I'm still coming to teach you tomorrow, I will still teach you the same thing. I will still point everything out the same thing. But you need experience to be doing it. Here is the first one. I'm going to close the market. Maybe in the next video I will come maybe Tuesday. I'm not going to come live stream again on Monday. I don't trade on Monday. Here is voiding balance. First setup, second setup to give you to the main objective. Thank you all. Please like and share. Subscribe. May God bless you all. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Bye.